Hey friends, welcome to my page DIY Crafts with Dar. Happy Thursday! We are making our way through this week. Can you believe tomorrow's Friday already? Oh my goodness. And as I promised, I'm wearing my cute t-shirt. I do have to tell you about a little change that I had to make with it. But I think it's still super cute. I just had to redo something on it. So I'll tell you about that in a minute. I'm so excited about these new Raggedy Ann and Andy kits. Oh my goodness. I have always loved Raggedy Ann and Andy. Don't know about you guys, but I still have a Raggedy Ann doll that is from when my daughter was really little. So, yeah, it's funny because I was cleaning my shelves out there yesterday and I was like, oh, here's my Raggedy Ann doll. It's so funny. I think one of my friend's mamas actually made it. So cute. So just a typical, red and white dress with the cute little lace on it. I just love it. But these are patriotic, so you can do them for anything that you want. So there's little ornaments that go with it. So these can be for Christmas, or these can just hang with all of your patriotic stuff. I thought they're just super cute. Doesn't matter. I'm going to make some for Christmas. Maybe people have stuff like that on their tree. Maybe a little boy and a little girl would love those for their Christmas ornaments. So these are the large standers, Raggedy Ann and Andy standers. The other ones are about an inch and a half smaller. I like to offer two different sizes because maybe you want them for a tiered tray. And these are too big to really go on a tiered tray, but they're great for your desk or they're great for a shelf. And then this is our leaning ladder blocks. So it's so cute in this frame. I love it. I think I'm actually going to keep this one myself. I'm not sure. Or I will glue them in so that when I sell this, it doesn't get taken out because it's super cute in there. I can't wait to show you all of these. So we're going to do the truck insert. I have it hid back here. This was my priority, was to show you that. And we haven't had our truck out for a while. So what we'll do, we'll take away our little fence right here. I'll show you what it looks like on the fence because it's going to look cute on the fence too. And guess what? There's another interchangeable coming soon, maybe tomorrow. That is a trailer. So, like the old-fashioned trailers. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. I just didn't have time to cut it last night. So lots of fun things coming your way. And guess what? Also, Tiffany Thiessen released today. Yay! So we might pause and order. I have to order. I'm doing a training session with my upline and a group of other people, and one of our things is to place our order today and then do projects with it. So that is on my agenda. But there are some really cute things. Not everything is my style, but that doesn't mean that I shouldn't buy it. When I am teaching people how to use the stencils, I need to buy everything because maybe what I don't like is actually what other people love, right? So, or I might love it once I make it. Because sometimes I look at things and go, what am I going to do with this? But I always figure something out. It always works out. Okay. All right. So say hello. I'm going to share this to VIP. I'm going to check out my messages here and we'll get started. We are ready to rock and roll, guys. Oh my goodness. How was your night last night? I accomplished a lot. I got these all painted and then I have more stuff to paint tonight. I'm just moving along. So I'm not doing a lot of patriotic because I don't have a craft show before 4th of July. I actually kind of found one the other day and I'm like, should I do this? Maybe I should do this, but it's outside. I am not one to do craft shows outside, but I remember they used to do really well. But every single time that I do one outside, I regret it because it's so stinking hot or the wind blows. I'm kind of just thinking, Darlene, just stick with what you're comfortable with. Don't do it. Don't do it. Anyways, there's one that's in Santee that's not that far away. It's at the feed store, and it is at the end of June. And I was like, maybe I should do it. But I remember how hot it is in June. It gets really stinking hot. It does. It was just say hello so I know you're watching. If you're coming back and watching the replay, just put hashtag replay. Let me know what you think about Raggedy Ann and Andy. Are you a fan or not? I love the colors. I love the Patriotic colors. I think they are perfect. Let me turn my volume down so that I don't blast you guys out. Okay, slowly doing things. I'll tell you about the shirt, what happened. So let me take a drink. I actually have lemonade in here. So we have, our 7-Eleven has it's like their brand, Farmer's Grove, and it has it's a little tart. Water, lemon, and cane sugar. So I can actually have it. Hi, Doris, my sister. How are you, my friend? Hi, Sarah. Hi, Sherry. Happy Thursday. I'm thinking, Doris, it's getting close to time for you and Zachy to go on your trip. Oh, my goodness. It has to be getting close. Is it coming up soon? Wait, how many more weeks until you leave? Hi, Sherry. How are you? Hi, Betty. Hi, Holly. Thanks for sprinkling. Yeah, the cutouts are so cute. Hi, Sarah. You have Raggedy Ann and Andy that are 30 years old. Siri, I'm not talking to you. Go away, please. Hey, Siri, go away. It keeps like spinning like it wants to talk to me. Mine isn't, it might be 30 years old. You know what? You might be right, because my daughter is not a young little lady anymore. She's grown up. So mine might be 30 years old, but I don't have Andy. I only have Raggedy Ann. Hi, Julie. How are you? Hi, Deb, my sister. Sarah, you can't take the heat either. I know. That's why I'm kind of do the inside shows. I'm thinking, is there an inside show that I can do in June so I could take all of my patriotic stuff? I actually found a box of it. A funny thing happened. Funny thing happened at the fair. No, just kidding. But funny thing happened. Hey, Darlene Barr, how are you? Hi, Lisa. End of August. Oh, end of August, Taurus. Okay. I keep thinking it's coming soon. I'm like, all right, what is it? That's awesome. I love that. She's going on a little trip. I'm so excited for her. Hey, Kara Ross, how are you? Happy Thursday, guys. Okay, so there's all of our stuff that I painted last night. I even painted the frame because I was like, oh, I got to paint this great frame. I love it. These just pop out. So if you have the leaning ladder, you can put these in it. The leaning ladder actually holds 3 of these, and then just use a little stand to put the 4th one on. So if you don't have this frame. So anyways, that's that. I'm going to move this out of the way so we can get started. And our project's not big. It's just I was going to grab something else. I'm like, Darlene, don't do it because you know you're going to be coughing. So let me show you from here. I want to kind of show you a closer close-up, because they're just so darn cute. Their faces, and it says on this one, it says "My country 'tis of thee," and this says "freedom." And I did grab a little pokey thing to help keep the paint out of there. I was going to show you a trick. Whenever I have to order these from Amazon, I search metal pokey thing. I don't know what they are. They might be for dental. They might be for using for scrapbook or like weeding. I'm not sure. Anyways, these are so cute. I would love to have a dozen of each of these made up. And look at the beads. I had these cute little beads. So all of this is posted over on my page, or on my website already. Let me give you a close-up of the other stuff. It's just so darn cute. I just can't wait to put the truck with it. This little quilt thing is adorable. USA, my country 'tis of thee, freedom. Okay, so we're doing this. This is our truck insert. So basically it's the same thing, but it's the truck insert. So same colors, same all of that. I did use remember I told you I was getting the ceramic coat, that waterfall color. I am using that because I like the 2 different blues together. So these 2 blues are actually a different brand. So if you have ceramic coat, that's the brand I use. I used denim blue is my dark blue, and then I use Waterfall as my light blue. Okay, so, but you can use any colors that you want. Totally up to you. But I'm just letting you know, I use different colors this time. So there you go. All right, let's bring our board in. And let me tell you all about my t-shirt and what happened. So I believe that I neutralized it way too quickly yesterday. And so when we made the t-shirt that I'm wearing, when we made this t-shirt that I'm wearing, the USA one with Snoopy, we used the Comet with bleach. And then within minutes, I sprayed it with the hydrogen peroxide. I sprayed it too soon. The bleaching process had not completed. So then I'm done with my Facebook Live, and I go and I washed it, and it turned out really light. Okay, so it wasn't showing as much as I would like for the letters and everything to show. So I was able to line it back up with the stencil and redo it. So the second time I decided, okay, I'm going to use the soft scrub stuff, because that was the second suggestion, soft scrub with bleach, and let's see if that turns out differently. And it did turn out differently. It actually went more yellow than white. But it did it really quickly. And then I just let it dry for an hour and sit there instead of being in a hurry, because I was afraid it was going to eat through the shirt, because, you know, when we have that fear that bleach is going to eat through a shirt. Nope, it didn't. So this is the color that it turned out to be. Good thing I'm just right there, so I'm not like showing you more than you need to see. Anyways, yeah, it's kind of like it's different. It's not whitish. It's kind of like, I don't know, a yellowish color, but it's perfect. Oh, guess what? I just lost a piece. Hello. I'm losing pieces. I knocked it. The little bow. Okay. So anyways, don't be in a hurry to stop the bleaching process. Let it do what it needs to do. I don't think I need this great big thing, but guess what? I already got it out here. So we're going to use it. It'll just be easier. We'll just use it. Just use it, darling. Okay. All right. I'll just use it. Okay. We'll just go in a little bit closer. Let's see how close we can get. And then I'll kind of, there we go. Okay, so I'll move my pieces over. This says, God bless America. So I want to put all this stuff out here, and then I'm going to read comments. But yeah, I definitely stopped the bleaching process too soon, and it was not the color I wanted it to be. So I really lucked out that I was able to line it up exactly. After it had been washed and dried, I was able to line it up exactly and redo. So anyways, I wanted to share that with you, because I know that some of you guys want to make this, and I don't want you to make the same mistake that I made. I want you to learn from my mistakes. Okay, so my goal is to always teach you guys, and along the way to make a few mistakes and to figure it out, so that I can teach you guys what to do when you make that mistake. Any mistake like that is worth making if you learn from it. And what I learned was, just trust the process. Don't be in such a hurry that you are going to not do the right things, you know? I mean, anyways, that's my experience. I needed to let it bleach a little bit longer. And so I did. I redid it and let it just do its thing. And I think it's super cute. All right, so we're going to kind of be paying attention to if the Tiffany Thiessen launch all of a sudden takes place. We might just stop for a moment and order. I'm not in a big hurry to get it. I have so many stencils right now, guys, that I need to go through and teach you guys how to use. I am actually not in a huge hurry to get everything. Okay, got all my pieces out. Let's start painting something. So after 1 hour, did you stop the process? I just washed it. Yeah, after 1 hour, I just put it in the washer, and I didn't do anything to stop the process. I simply just stuck it in the washer. And this time I didn't even put detergent. Okay. So I just want you guys to know, I don't want you to go, oh, she hurried and she sprayed it and that's what I need to do. That was the wrong thing to do. So sometimes we learn. And so go ahead and learn from my lesson. Don't stop the bleach process that soon. Okay, we got everything out here, and I have my little cheat sheet, and I have all my little cutie pies to look at because they're going to be the same color as all of these. All right. Which one do you like best, Comet or Soft Scrub? Both of them worked well. So Comet looked really good in the beginning, the color. I think that I just needed to let it sit longer. Okay, so I think it just needed to bleach a little bit longer and it would have worked just fine. But I thought, okay, well, I have Soft Scrub with bleach. Let's try that one too. So I think I would have to probably do a bit more experimenting to see which one I really liked best. I don't think I can honestly give an opinion. I think they both worked well. So, oh, sorry. That's all I know. That's all I know. Okay. Hi, Stephanie. How are you? Okay, let me go ahead and put this here, and I need a paper towel. So, where do you buy the ceramic coat? I actually bought it online. So I just did a search, and I actually bought it from Delta online. So we used to buy wholesale from them way back when. We would once a year we would do our wholesale order when we were doing ornaments, and there's just certain colors that we used to get of that, or we do our wholesale order with Americana. Yeah, it's I can send you a link. I can see where it was at. I'll send you the link of wherever it was. You did comment, left it overnight and washed it. It's perfect. Oh, perfect, Lisa. That's great. Okay, so maybe it just doesn't matter. You just need to let it do its thing. Yeah, I'm not too worried about eating holes in it. I don't think it's gonna. So because the shirts that I have right now are cotton polyester, so it's not like it's just cotton. Cotton probably would get holes in it more quickly. So anyways, I like to share when something like that happens and I'm like, oh, hello, I did something wrong. I like to share that with you so that we can kind of figure it out. What happened? Okay, so that was my warm beige. Wanted to double check it because sometimes I look at it and it actually still says flesh tone on it. Hi, Bridget. Hi, Carol. How are you? Good morning, everybody. We are making our Raggedy Ann and Andy truck inserts. Okay, so let's do all of our white. And I'm just going to put some in here. I needed to grab some more palette dishes. I actually washed all the ones that were dirty. There was like probably about 40 of them. I do have a lot of the little palette dishes. I just didn't bring any in. I didn't. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with the freedom part because I don't want to write that with a marker. So I'll do some of my other white things first. And then I'm going to do this. And I'm going to use my, okay, and one of these is white. This one's white, okay. And then what else is white? The S is white. And then this is white, but I need to figure out my letters first. So I have this little pokey thing. I just call it a pokey thing. And I am going to clean out all of the little lines with this little pokey thing and get the paint out of the lines because I don't want to do it with my marker because it's too scrolly and I'm not that great with writing cursive, but I am good with using this to clean out the lines. Okay, so it'll work. I promise. It's just a little pokey pointy thing. You might have a little pick thing that you use for weeding. That could work too. One of those little weeding things. I had a little pokey one that somebody gave me, and I poked myself with it so hard that that I bled and it hurt. So one of you guys gave it to me, and it was like a pen action one, but I kept forgetting that it was actually the pokey tool, and I go to write with it instead, and I poked myself twice, and I just said I can't have it in my house because guess what? I just keep poking myself. Okay, so there's my freedom. I got all the letters cleaned out as much as I could. Let me just see. I know sometimes it's not. If I have to go over it with my marker, I will. But I think it's going to be fine. I'm not going to sweat the small stuff. I do still have to paint it one more time. Okay, but you want to get that paint out quickly. You don't want to let it dry on there. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. All right, so I think because the letters are so scrolly, it's more difficult to keep the paint out of it than the normal times that when we just do something that has scoring like that. Okay. All right. So that's white. Okay. Next color. let's do Raggedy Andy. So the top part is his face, but we have his hair here. So we need to do some of the hair. You have that pokey pen. Yeah. You know, Denise, it's so funny because I kept forgetting that it was the pokey pen. Yeah, yes, I think it was you that gave it to me. And it's wonderful. But I just, for some reason, I kept forgetting what it was. And I'd go to use it as a pen, and I poked myself. And I was like, oh my goodness. So, I quit using it. Okay, so I'm going to do the hair first. So each of them has hair that pokes out on the sides. Okay, their face is going to go over it, but they do have hair in the background area. Now, Raggedy Andy also has this top part will be dark blue. So don't cover that. It's kind of going to look like a clown. So we're going to give them their clown hair. So they're going to have their clown hair on each side. That's what it looks like. And then we'll do the hair part that goes on top of it. Okay, so we have that. And then this is Raggedy. And, okay, and then she has a little heart. And then Raggedy Andy's hair. And then their noses. And then one of the bows is red. Okay, so I'm using Tuscan red. And then the word America is all in red, and the letter U. Okay, so here's the letter U, and then America is red. Okay, so this is going to be so cute. Oh my goodness. I actually really love doing patriotic stuff. One of the reasons is because my sister Doris was born on 4th of July. So we celebrate 4th of July pretty big time. And not just because of it being like a holiday, it's because it's her birthday too. So making stuff for it is always fun. Okay, so there's the red. Next, I'm going to do the dark blue. Okay, so my dark blue is my denim blue. And Andy, his clothes is dark blue. The top of his hat, which is dark blue. And God bless. Oh, this is red. This heart is red. There's that. And then the A is also dark blue. Okay, so a lot of dark blue. Okay, so I'm just going to put some over here on him, and we probably can use that for all of it. So let's see. Anybody else hopping on? Let me know if you have questions. I'll show you all the other stuff. I did show all of the other things. Okay, I'm going to go right there because they're sharing this. Okay. So, and then part of this goes down into the truck part. So, okay, there's that. This is our blue jean. Okay, so or denim blue. No, denim blue. I want to say blue jean, but it's denim blue. I was able to get more. Joann's used to carry it. They don't anymore. Sometimes Hobby Lobby used to carry it. So yeah, you might be able to find it at like off the wall places that are just little craft, what do I want to say? A little craft store. Like there used to be Ben Franklin's. There's little hole in the wall hobby stores that are out there. Okay. All right, there's that. All right. Okay, so let's let that dry before we do this side. Let's do his little overall straps. They are burlap. So I'm just going to put just a tiny bit. So burlap, or if you have khaki tan, whichever one works for you, whichever one you have is fine. I'm looking, oh, this is the light blue. Okay, I'm looking at what other colors do I need to have. Okay, so burlap. And then my stars are going to be, oh, it just jumped. What color was that just jumped? I'm going to have to go get it because I probably haven't used it yet. Oh, it's my brown. Deep ochre for my stars. I'll put a little bit over here on my palette dish, and then I'm going to go around and I'm going to have to go grab the brown. It was milk chocolate that jumped. It's like, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I do that all the time. I'm forever dropping stuff. Anybody else that clumsy? Or is it just me? Now I have to find it. Where did it go? It might just be easier to find another one. Oh, there it is. There it is. It's right down here in between these couple of boxes. I have to go through stuff in this room. I actually just need to take everything out. My husband needs to go away. He doesn't have any trips planned until the end of June. So I have to wait until the end of June to clean this. I don't know. Or do it during the day. Maybe Tara and I can tackle it and we take everything out. We just have a big old sale. It's time for a big old sale. A clearance sale, guys. I love giving you guys good prices too. So, okay, so this is milk chocolate. Milk chocolate. And then I have a black crow, and then I need to do the blue for this. Okay, so black crow. All right. Yeah, our next holiday coming up will be 4th of July, Memorial Day, that type of, I'm thinking this is going to be great for Memorial Day. Okay, Memorial Day is coming up the soonest. And then we have Father's Day, and then we have 4th of July. So we can leave this up from Memorial Day all the way through July if you really want to. You can have a little section. I kind of like that. I kind of like having a little section. Okay, so waterfall is the other color blue that I really like for this, but you can choose any blue that, just pick your colors, just put them together, and I'm like, oh, light blue, dark blue. I kind of like that. Hi, Laura, how are you? Thank you so much, Carol. I love this. I love this one too. Okay, so I'm doing my USA, and then I'll also paint this at the same time, and we'll use our little pokey tool for that also. I think this one isn't quite as pokey as my one that I have. I have one that's very, very sharp that I was using last night. I'll have to compare the ends because I feel like it's not quite as pointy. Yeah, I think it's not quite as pointy. Okay, so now I need to do this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this sideways, and it's going to be easier for me to just start right there and then go this direction. And then I will clean out any of the letters so that they still read what they're supposed to. Okay, but I'll still have to put a second coat. Okay, so that was waterfall, and that is Ceram Coat. That is not my regular brand that I use. I wish that they would get a few more colors out. They don't have a color that looks like this, but they have some that are similar. You know, I always say use what you have. Although I ordered this to use with the water globe Christmas snow globe thing, because that was the suggested color, and it just came now. I'm going to try it. Tara's actually working on some of those for me. I made them into Christmas ornaments, and Tara took a batch of them home on, what's today? Today is Thursday. She took them home on Tuesday. She's been working on them. So, okay. All right. I think I got it. Okay. Let's dry everything, and then we'll put second coats on everything. So it's just a little pokey tool. It's just not quite as pointy as the one that I have in the back room. So it doesn't get all the way down into everything as well. So if you have a weeder will work just fine. Okay, let's dry everything, and let's get our second coats. So, hey Barb, how are you? We are doing Raggedy Ann and Andy. Can you tell? Kind of looks like clowns. Kind of looks like clowns, but... So we only have 3 orders that didn't go out yesterday. Everything's ready. It's cut. It just needs to be put in boxes and put out there. Postman came too early. So everything will be 100% caught up. So go ahead and place orders if you want to. We need a few orders in there, so go ahead and order. I'm giving you permission. Oh my goodness. Yeah, maybe next week this silly cough will be gone. We can only hope, because it can't last that long, can it? I remember the very first time that I had COVID, my cough lasted about like 3 weeks after it. We didn't know it was COVID. We had gone to leadership training in Scottsdale, Arizona, and everybody got the leadership flu. Some people got it really bad. Yeah, some people it was super duper bad. But for me, it lasted about a week, just like this one. And then I was fine, except for this silly cough. You're like, will this ever stop? Okay, so I am going to go back over the lines and clean them out again. I think I'll bring it closer to me so I can see better. I'm going to move this up here. I'm going to bring this down. I'm going to actually put it right. I'm going to swap places with this. Put it right here so I can see it better. I'm going to grab my little pokey tool. Hi, Sandy. How are you? Yes, I know. I am feeling so much better. Sandy Bullard, Sandy Wright. How are you guys? Okay, I am getting this cleaned out with my little tool. Much better when you can actually see it. Yeah, that works much better. Okay, and then when it dries, I'll kind of get the little crusty things off the top because the paint is going out. Oh my goodness. So my dogs are just so funny. They're so happy that I'm home. They're so happy to be able to sleep with me at night. It's crazy. It's like they're saying, Mom, don't leave again. I don't have any trips planned out of state until our convention. So I have convention coming up, which I love and I won't miss. I have to go and see my people. I get to go see Sarah Wedenfeld, and all my other friends that I miss them dearly. I love my Chocolate Tour friends. I feel like we used to do so many other things. I don't know why. I just feel that way. I feel like there's not as many activities. And we don't know what's going to happen as far as, is leadership going to be virtual next year? Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? If it's going to be virtual or in person, because I like being able to have convention in person. It's important to me to interact with all of the people. And with leadership, it's only the top people that have teams. It's not One time they invited just anybody that wanted to participate, and that was nice. But the training part is kind of boring for those people because it doesn't pertain to them because they don't have teams. So it kind of, to me, it wasn't all appropriate for them because, and they would get bored. Who wants to be bored, right? So we'll see what happens. We'll see how it all goes, how it all shakes out. Okay, so Tuscan Red. As I cough again, I do have my lemonade here. It's supposed to help. It's just lemonade. It doesn't have anything else in it. It's not spiked. It's one of the things that I actually will DoorDash. So when I am low on my juice in my fridge, I will DoorDash 3 lemonades, 3 cranberries, 3 they have a raspberry lemonade, and then also what else? Orange juice. Okay, so orange juice, lemonade, raspberry lemonade, and then cranberry. So those 4 things, I will DoorDash that from my 7-Eleven. I'll do 3 of each, fill my fridge, and it'll last me 2 weeks. So I don't think, if I went to 7-Eleven, it would take me like 4 trips to the counter to get everything. It's too much. Okay, next color. What's my next color? Okay, so my blue, my dark blue, which is denim blue. Yep, I got it. I kept forgetting the color. Denim blue. Okay, that's my dark blue. I have enough on, a lot of times I have enough on the brush still, and I don't have to add, but we'll see, because I do have some other letters right here. I'm trying to tap it to get some of that out of there. Oh my goodness. So I did take you guys' advice. I did block my friend that just wouldn't stop sending me messages. It just, I don't need to have someone do that after I told them stop, please, and they still continued. And I told them stop, please, and they still continued. It's like, no, thank you. No, thank you. A true friend would not do that. So yesterday, as soon as I was done here, I just blocked the person, and I felt bad about doing that in a way. But when you've asked someone to stop and not send you random messages about subjects that I don't agree with them on, that is just not okay. It's not okay for them to do that. So we are not always going to agree. And especially right now with all the politics stuff that's going on, don't lose your friends over that. Know your boundaries. Don't spout off about stuff. Honestly, stuff like that really should not be out there. People are keyboard warriors, and they want to be right all the time, even when they're not right. Even when someone can fact check what they've put, but they say, I've fact checked this. No, this person would not give up. She just kept going on and on and on. And I'm like, that's enough. I'm done. I am done. I am done. This friendship's over. So very sad for me. Maybe in the future, you can't really unblock somebody and easily. It's really hard. I have such a long list because I have ridiculous people that come onto my page. So I have a very long list of people that are blocked on my page. And it's those scammers that go on there and do things. I have only had not even a handful of friends that I've had to say, you know what, you're being ridiculous on Facebook, can't deal with you. Because guys, there is a snooze button. If you're just like, this person is out of control, they just keep posting this and keep posting that, and it's not what I want to see, and it's all negative stuff, and there's nothing good in there, then you can snooze people so that you don't have to see their post. You don't have to, not to unfriend or block them, but you can snooze them for 30 days. It's really easy. That's always a good choice if it's a friend, because sometimes friends are just going through things, and and for them the sky is falling, and they need to spout off. And that's okay. I will never, be the person that fights back with them. But if they continually send me messages thinking that they're right, I'm sorry, not happening. Darlene does not play games like that. All right. Okay, I think I got everything base coated. What I do need to do, things that I need to do are, I need to do cheekies and eyeballs. I need to do the beak and eyeball. So let's do that. Okay, let's push that back up. Let's dry these things, and then let's do cheeks and eyes, and let's do our beak and our eyeball. And I need to take a drink of my lemonade. All right. Mucho better. Mucho better. Yeah, the coughs do hang on for sure. And I feel great. I have energy. Oh my gosh, guys. I remember a week ago when I was incredibly sick. Wednesday, when I drove to the doctor, I shouldn't have been driving. I was being very, very, very careful, and it was in the morning after traffic had already gone away. There was very little traffic on the road, but I thought it probably is not safe for me to be driving because my head was fuzzy. I wasn't feeling good. I arrived at the doctor with a fever, even though I'd taken my Tylenol. I just was not well. Okay, so I must have missed something on this, because this doesn't look like it spells freedom. Oh yeah, I missed the bottom part. I'm like, where is the other part of that? There we go. Okay. All right. Let's do this. Let's get our cheekies and our eyeballs, and let's get our beak and our eyeball. Okay. So, cheekies. Let me find my little dauber thing. I do have one right here. Okay. I'm going to get a paper towel. Sarah, I can't wait to see you. I'm so excited. Sarah's going to be my taxi. Unfortunately, I am in the other hotel. And I have an offer to be in the main one. Here's the problem, is it's hard for me to share a room with people because of my allergies. And I never feel like, if it was my room and I had people coming into my room, and I said, oh yeah, you can come and stay with me. However, I'm allergic to this, and this. So please only bring unscented stuff. That's different when it's my room and I'm the one that's sharing. But I had an offer from someone that said, oh, we have space still. But I don't feel like I can go into their space, into their room and say, oh, I'd love to join you, but you guys can't bring this, and this. So I'm just going to stay at the other hotel, even though I have the opportunity to share a room over there, because I feel that it would be very rude of me to try to say and tell them the things that they couldn't do. Unfortunately, when you have allergies, I kind of just back down on things, because I'm like, I don't feel like everybody has to bend to what I need to do just because I have those allergies, Okay, I'm going to do the beak. I'm going to use my little stylus and do the beak. I need some white to do the eyeball. We are almost there. We have to ink the edges. We might be done before Tiffany's whatever her collection launches. We might be done before that. There's some black. All right. And then I'm going to put this back up here so we can dry it and it doesn't fly away. And we're going to do the eyeballs. So on my large ones, I use the end of paintbrushes. I'll show you. I'm going to dot the cheeks with white. So a little white highlight on the cheeks. So I'm doing eyeballs. I'm just kind of drawing it. Okay, instead of, I'm just kind of going in a circle with my stylus. Okay, and then I'm going to take the smaller end and I'm going to put a little highlight on my cheekies. And There we go. Okay, perfect. All right, so let's do this. Let's put this up here. Let's dry and move these guys. We don't need these in here anymore. Okay, I think I got everything. Let's dry, and then we'll start doing our inking. We'll take everything off. We always take everything off and kind of assemble it to make sure that it is the way it should be. I'm so excited. I got another one of these heat guns for my paint table. We have one in the shipping table to shrink stuff, but I was bringing it back and forth, and sometimes I'd forget. And then Tara would have to go snag it from the paint table. So I bought another one. It was like, I think it was $25. I don't remember it being that inexpensive before. Okay, all right, let me just tap those eyeballs back down because they raised up on me. Okay, guys, let's kind of take things apart. Tiffany's stuff is up under the What's New tab. Okay, does anybody want to stop for a second and place an order for Tiffany's stuff? I'm going to see if I can log in. I've been having problems with logging in. It's kind of funny, but I can do this. This will be really easy. So if you want, you can order there's going to be the quick shop, but make sure it's the right one. I don't see the Tiffany quick shop. I do see the can cooler. So the can cooler is separate. I didn't show you guys pictures of everything. I posted it all on my page. So I'm going to go to, oops, that was the wrong one. I'm going to go to Tiffany. I do see it in the What's New, but I don't see the buy one of everything. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. I don't see that part yet. Why don't I see it? Am I not logged in? Okay, I can wait because I don't have to do it right this moment. Yeah, the quick shop, you don't see it either. Okay. So that's okay. I can wait. I'm going to search quick shop. I don't want to order the wrong one. It's like 120 something. Summer Tiffany quick shop. I did just find it, but that price doesn't seem correct. $150. Maybe I'm not logged in. Am I not logged in? I might be logged in one of my other accounts. I have my husband's account. Well, I don't know. Your designer is Darlene Brown. That's me. That's me. Hello. And there's my account. I can always go to my account and see. Nope, that's me. All right. So, sorry. I'm just like, can I do this? All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going with this. I'll go back to that in a minute. It's not so, there's not such a rush. Okay, so honestly, some of the things were not to my taste, but I think they're really cute. I like that they're different. That was the one thing that I liked, is that she had a lot of things that were different. It was not necessarily my style, but it's somebody's style. Okay, so I purchased one of everything because I know that somebody's going to like it. It's not always going to be what Darlene likes, and that's okay because I don't have to like everything. I don't. It's not made for me. It's made for everyone. So does that make sense? I realize that when they're making it, they are trying to keep a very wide audience happy and please everyone, and it's just not possible. It would be like me with my projects every day. Some people are going to go, oh, I don't want to learn how to ink a t-shirt. I'm never going to do ink. And other people are going to go, oh my gosh, I've been wanting to learn how to do that. You know, we are all different. We are all different. Okay. God bless America, land that I love. I can't sing, but it's okay. I'll just be happy all day. All right. Looking at Delta from Plaid, and are there colors that Chris uses from there? Oh, you might want to go to Chris's website and or to her Facebook page and look at her list. The only ones that I use are these two. I'm sure there's a couple other. I think there's another blue that she really likes. So maybe go to. She has like a link at the top of her Facebook page that is it's pinned, and it will say like her favorites and the things that she uses. So I think that's where you're going to find that, Sarah. Sarah's asking what the designer that creates this file. So she has some of her favorite things that she uses. Like she has a list. I've never done that. I never made my Amazon list. Let me go in closer so you guys can see a little bit better. There we go. Okay. But I know she has that. Yep. All right. Okay. USA. Cute. Okay. So I am going to just barely ink the edges on these letters. I do want it to kind of look rustic. And so I am going to do that. I'll just do it as I pull each one off. That will work, right? That will work. Oh my goodness. You guys, can't wait to see this done. I can't wait to put it on my little truck. And I'll put it on my fence thing to let you see what it looks like on the fence. But I'm really looking forward to seeing it on the truck. And then, like I said, there is it's like a travel trailer type thing. It's like the old-fashioned trailer, the retro trailer type look. That's coming. It's coming. I didn't have time to cut it out last night. So Darlene can only do so much. I was lucky I got all of these guys done so that I got some of them painted last night. We are moving our accounting program over today. I'm so excited. I told you that it's been difficult for some of us, me and the boss's wife. So it has been the new online QuickBooks. The online QuickBooks version is not user-friendly for contractors. It doesn't work for our business. Okay, I'm going to just leave that there. I'll glue it like one by one. And these I should just slide everything off. Okay, don't lose anything, Darlene. You know I will at some point. Okay, do all the hair. It really does look like a little clown. It kind of does. It's okay. So there's a Watts of Love thing going on this weekend. It's the one I could not attend. I'm really sad because I have gone to the Watts of Love weekends before. I did miss last year because we had kind of a little mix-up. It's sad I'm going to miss this year, but I couldn't take off more time. I had already been gone, and then I was sick. I am actually glad that I didn't take off more time because that just would have been really hard for everybody, for me to be gone and to be off again. It worked out the way it should have. So there's a lot of people that are going to be doing some auctions, and Nancy will actually be on the Chocator Facebook page doing some auctions. So look for those things, and please support Watts of Love. You know they are near and dear to my heart. So we will be doing a Watts of Love Chocathon. I got to get it together. I have to get where I'm not coughing the whole time. We might end up doing it the last weekend of May. I don't know, but I have to be where I'm not going to cough like for 2 hours straight. That's not going to be fun for any of us, because it actually hurts after you sit there and you keep coughing and you can't stop. It starts getting to the point where it starts hurting inside. You're like, oh my gosh, this is actually exercise. Have you ever thought that coughing actually might burn some calories? It just might. I know since I've been sick, I've lost a little bit of weight. I need to lose a lot more. But I actually forgot to weigh myself this morning, but I had been weighing myself and I was losing a pound a day because I couldn't eat. So a pound a day is quite significant, in my opinion. So I wish it would keep going. I think it kind of slowed down. The other day I hadn't lost anything. Oh, yesterday I hadn't lost anything. So, but I was losing a pound a day because I couldn't eat food. It tasted nasty. Okay, I got everything inked. We're going to go ahead and we're going to start gluing together. Do the truck inserts work on the camper? Yes, they do, Sarah. They work on the camper, and yes. I'm so excited about it. Okay, so these parts go over here. That goes there. I need my little thing. Yes, the camper is adorable. So I'm excited to, there will be a hanging one, and then there will be a standing one. You like this truck is standing. Okay, so there'll be a standing one and a hanging one. So the hanging one will just have the jute at the top, and it can hang on a door. It can hang in your camper. Yep. Okay, let me get some glue out here because these little tiny letters are going to need it. The end of my glue is like stopped up. There we go. Okay, so let's do this. Let's start with this one first. I'm going to stand up because it's going to be easier for me to eyeball and get everything lined up perfectly. All right. Okay. USA. These are just such fun colors. Okay. Next. Did anybody watch Survivor? So it was actually on really late last night. I was a little sad. I don't want to spoil it if somebody hasn't watched the replay yet. I was a little sad at who was voted out, and I felt it was kind of a ripoff for that person. I was like, can we have a do-over? Can we have a do-over? Yeah, I was a little, I think I got that. Did I get that upside down? Oh yeah, I did. Anyone watch it and just go, oh, I'm so sad. That was not the way I thought that was going to go. Anyone? Oh, thank you, Pam. So I did talk about that when I first got on. I had to redo my top. I actually stopped the bleaching action too soon yesterday. And when I washed it, it turned out really light. So I lined the stencil back up, and I was able to go over it again. And the second time I used the soft scrub with the bleach because I wanted to see what that looked like. So that actually, it did a different color, more of a yellowish color. I'm fine with however it turned out. I love it. I think it turned out really good. All right. Okay. America. Oh my goodness. It's just so cute. I have a bin of my stuff from last year. I didn't realize that the painted stuff was still on my my Shopify website, and somebody ordered some the other day, some of the painted stuff from 4th of July from Patriotic from last year. And I was like, oh, I did not even realize that it was still on that website. So we do have some stuff on there if you guys want stuff that's just painted. It was kind of funny. I had to go digging through my shed. I was like, please let there be some left, because I would have to cancel it. I was like, how did she even order that? Because that was from last year, but it was there. It was in the shed. Yeppers. Okay. So that, and then I'll just put some right here. Maybe just put some right there and here where I can see the scoring. That will be easy. And then her hair. Okay, so where's all the noses? Got your nose. Got your nose, Raggedy Ann. Here's your nose. And there's your nose. Here's the hat that says freedom. And his hair. It just all comes together, and it looks so darn cute when it's all on here. I need to get a Q-tip and clean up around her nose. I got too much. Okay, his collar. Around his nose too. I should have used the sponge. Okay. Okay, sponge for this. He has the red bow on his collar. Okay, she has the white bow in her hair. Okay. There's going to be a button on the star. She has a heart on her collar. There is a star on his hat band. And a little teeny tiny, am I missing one? I'll have to look and see. I feel like I'm missing a button. What I do with it, is it still on the thing? Might still be on the, oh, there it is. It's under the glue bottle. Found it. Okay. Now, let me get a Q-tip to kind of do a little bit of cleanup around the nose and anywhere else that I might need it. Look how cute that is. That is adorable. I think it's so sweet. Super sweet. Okay. Glue. Okay. All right. That looks good. Everything else, I'm going to leave it. And we're going to bring in our truck. Okay. So done with that. Here's our truck. So I have my Velcro. I don't use the center one. I just never pulled it off. Like this side doesn't have the center part. I don't sorry. I don't know if I can pull that off. Maybe I can. It's really hard. I only put 2 on there. Okay. Anyways, don't put all of them. Okay, so this is going to slide. It's just going to slide underneath here. So we're going to put it in the truck, but I'm going to also show you it on the okay, it's not all the way dry, so you need to be really careful because that just moved and I really don't want things moving around. So just gently set it right there. Perfect. Okay, and then this part, in order to line that up, take your Velcro. Okay, this is the prickly side. You're going to take your Velcro and you're going to put the fuzzy side on there. Okay, so open up the Velcro things. You're going to get this with your order. You're going to put one on here and one on here. Don't do the center one, like I said. And then on the license plate, so you're putting the fuzzy part on it. You'll have the prickly ones left over. You can save them and use them for something if you want to. Okay, then you're going to take your pieces and you're going to put them on top of that and you're going to press. Okay, you're just going to press down on there and then press down on there, and then that's done. So that way you can pull it up and it's on the back. See, magic. It is magic. Darlene is good. Okay, yep, on the back. Perfect. And then this will just slide right out. So we're going to leave it right there for now. Okay, so freedom, my country 'tis of thee. Let's bring all this up. Let's do this. Let's put everything back out here that we had. So we had that, and then we have the blocks, and they are so cute. I have this. You can hang, you can put these on the back and hang it on your wall. Or you can use the little easel. Look how cute that is. Let's just scooch this back a little bit. I'm going to take another drink. Hello, time for a drink. Okay. All right. And then I'm going to bring in the other things. Okay, so I'm thinking this. This is what I'm thinking. And we will switch this out and I'll show you. So how about if I just put one on each side? One there. And then I can take away this paint. Scoot that paint back. Put this over here. Look at that. Look how cute. And then these are just little ornaments. You can do a cute little tree. That would be fun. All right. There we go, guys. What do you think? Hi, Cheryl. Oh, to get the stent out from when she had her gallbladder out. Oh, gosh, I hope everything goes well. I hope. Thanks, guys. Okay, do you want to see it on this? So let me switch it out to here. It's really easy to do. So I'm going to take off the stuff that's on here that just unvelcros. And then there's a little hole at the back. You press, and then that part comes out. Okay, and then this slides up. So just like that. That's how easy it is to take it out. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing with this. I'll just put this right here. I think I can do it from this direction. Okay, I'm going to slide the top part out and drop it. Gosh, Darlene. Okay, so that's just going to slide right there. And you can tell me, which one do you like best? Do you like it better on the truck, or do you like it on this? It's actually really cute on here. Okay, that just goes right in there. So just push it a little bit till the Velcro catches, and then the license plate just goes right up here. So look at how cute that is. Which one do you like best? Do you like it on the truck? I kind of like it on the truck better because there's more contrast. Let me go closer. What do you guys think? On the fence or on the truck? I'm leaning towards the truck, mainly because the bottom part, the God Bless America, it's white on white. So let me know what you think. I think truck. So I'm going to put it back on my truck, and then we're going to put it up here. We're going to keep it up here. I'm thinking truck. You like the fence? The fence is cute. Now, you can do your fence different colors, too. You don't have to do your fence white. Your fence can be brown. Okay, so I'm just going to press that out. And then that's going to go back on here. Truck because darker background on the fence. Both. Hi, Judy. How are you? You're in New York. Oh, my goodness. I hope you're having a fantastic time in New York. I didn't know you were going there without me. That's so funny. What are you doing in New York? Are you doing a tour for colleges? You are just such a busy lady. Yeah, it's kind of crooked. Darlene, it's kind of crooked. Okay, there we go. All right, I'm going to leave it with that. I think that's really cute. Okay, guys, I'm going to go. I hope you have a fantastic day. Today is Thursday already. Tomorrow is Friday. Woohoo! And then the weekend. So I love you guys so much. Thank you for always being here for me and listening to me and putting up with me, because sometimes I am a lot. All right. Love you guys. Have a great day. Let me see if there's any more questions. Yes, they are. They are live. So, all right. I will see you guys later. Take care. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.